Testing, testing. Aha. Okay, we have sound. Can you hear me? Yay! I hate technology. I really hate technology. And then it kept coming back and saying that I didn't have access to my webcam for some reason. So I had to do a quick Control-Alt-Delete task manager thingamajig and close everything down. So I have no idea. My laptop has gremlins. Cool, bloody hell, 11 of you already. Smash the likes, 12. So I'll start again. Ed Bettina, you were first. Good girl. Digital Asset Observer. Rowie. Hi, Rowie. Thanks for coming in, hun. Justin, yes, now it works. Andrew Nation again. Declan McLaughlin, how you doing? HML, are you newbie? Ronald, welcome back again. Devon, Steve Devon. Devon Steve. Here we are once again, and we're all good. XRP Ness. How is it over in Scotland? We had the most glorious day today. I don't know whether you can see. I've still got my bikini on. It's been beautiful, absolutely beautiful today. And we've got a week of it. Ronald, do you know if Bitrue is approved by RippleNet committee to be an XRP liquidity exchange? I would be very surprised if it hasn't, because they have approved him. He's down as one of the recommended exchanges. And so I would imagine that, yes, it is. I wouldn't say yes or no for definite because I don't know, but logically it makes sense. He's had meetings with them as well. So he showed at his presentation, he did actually show a picture of him and some of the team over at Bitrue, so at Ripple. So I would imagine the answer is yes, but it just so happens we have our own person from Bitrue in the stream. So Rowie, maybe you could answer that question for us, please, hon, or find out the answer and let me know, and then I can let people know on the next stream if it's not that easy. So yes, you are a newbie, HML. Well, thank you very much for joining. It's a bit of a weird one today because I don't actually have anything set to talk about. As I was trying to explain when there was no sound at all, a lot of people came to me yesterday and said, am I going to be streaming? And basically the answer was, if I could get my sister to do it, then yes. And she didn't want to do it because I wanted to interview her about Libra, her understanding of what Libra was going to be, because she uses Facebook all the time. So Annalise, how are you doing, honey? You're in Germany at the moment. God, you're jet setting as much as I am this year. Chris, welcome back in. Yes, we have sound. Don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Oh, Annalise, thank you. But there must be some sort of filters in here because, yeah, beautiful. Me, And Bill Good, buoy again. Billy, volume when moon. Well, we had some amazing volume in the last 24 hours. I went in and had a look earlier, and in actual fact, 123 million has gone through in the last 24 hours, which is quite an increase, which is quite good. And obviously they're talking about in Q4 a lot more what's it called? Can't remember. Rails are going in for MoneyGram. So there's going to be an awful lot more money, with any luck, going through the X Rapid Highway. So Darcy B is in the house. Justin, a white paper that won't get off the mark. Actually, honestly, Justin, I had this conversation in either Love for Crypto or Investment Perspectives. I actually don't think it will. I think that the threat of Libra has made a very real situation come forward, because if they let Libra take off, it will be it will have legs of its own. So basically what they need to do is they need to find a way to instigate the XRP plan. Personally, this is my thoughts, XRP plan before any hint of Libra getting off the ground. The fact that the governments are coming out and saying no fucking way is really quite good, because that means that when they're given the alternative, well, actually, if you don't want Libra to take over as a payment route for all of the people that should be paying taxes and not being able to hide money, then why don't you actually use this fund? This is tried and tested, it's faster, it's cheaper, and we think that it would be beneficial to you. So I can imagine that there's a lot of conversations going on around the world about Ripple and the payment systems and everything else that goes with it, which is why I feel that Brad Garlinghouse was on CNN and all he kept saying was XRP, 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 right? That's the beginning. Before, we would hardly hear the word, right? He would gloss over XRP, not necessarily make a big thing of it, but now they're making a big thing of it. Watch this space, because he basically turned around and said Bitcoin isn't up to the job and XRP is. So that's that was interesting. That was really interesting. Annalise, you're in the border of Germany and Holland. Oh wow. Digital nomad investor, hello, how you doing? Yes, I saw 007 lost. 007 lost. Tony, is it a yes to my question? Don't know. I'll carry on down and catch up. Especially for a Sunday. Yeah, I've probably gone past that conversation. Ian Gracious, hi from London. Sorry if I ballsed up your surname. Gracias. Darren, hey. Justin, more liquidity. You know it. Every time I hear that word, I hear Scotty from Love for Crypto. Ahmed Ali, hello, how you doing? Welcome in. Ms. George, oh yeah, Annalise George. Sorry, I thought it was Sincerely George. And it's just jumped. Oliver, things are starting to move forward. Yes, they are. Joshua, how are you doing, honey? Where you been? Where have you been? You keep disappearing on us. I miss you. Yeah, they use word trickery. Libra equals book. Think Libra talk is BTC and XRP regulations. Think Libra talk is BTC and XRP regulations, hence writing the book on crypto, so to speak. My thoughts. Your thoughts are always good, Joshua. You've got a very insightful way of looking at stuff as well. And respect off to you. Digital nomad investor, hey boo. Bill Gould, Cowboys win. Oh God, is this football again? Salvo Leone, how you doing, huh? Scarborough, oh, jumped again. Scarborough Sun, how's everything going? Barbados Sun, sorry. Everything's going fine. I've spent the day in the garden, happy as Larry. Topping up my vitamin D. Backs will be part. Do you know if SBI Bitrue backs will all be a part of the RippleNet for XRP liquidity pool? Yeah, you can't really ask Rowie about stuff for Ripple because he is Bitrue. So not. Sorry, you got the wrong end of the stick on that one. Yeah, Rowie is one of the mods on the Bitrue Telegram. So might be able to actually get the answer for the Bitrue question that you had. And you'd like to see SBI data included because surely the price will be higher with that. Yeah, they don't give us the full picture, do they? Tony Favell, 077 on the TV or listening to you. 007 on the TV or listening to me. I got that. I did get that. Devon Steve, yes, you've gone past. I'm sorry. I stopped, divergent, and then come back to the chat. It was when you mentioned the amount of volume, quite a lot for a Sunday. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's quite a lot in recent months, actually. So Joshua, you took the RV to waterfalls. Pictures, please. Drop it onto Misfits or onto. Are you in the WhatsApp group? Don't know. Love you too. Miss you also. Yeah, you've been gone for far too long. Far too long. Don't do it again. Don't make me come looking for you. I said that to you last time. Rowie said, Ronald, I don't know, but I'm sure in the future from my view. Yeah. So Rowie can only give you his thoughts on that side of it. Declan, I don't hear any birds. Are they okay? Well, you probably won't. Oh, she's up having a drink of water at the moment. So, and there you go. You ask, she does. She's actually sitting on 4 eggs at the moment. So one after the other, which was quite amazing. Obviously, they're not fertilised. And she's going back down to them now. She's been up for a drink. She's going back down. Any idea when XRP will moon? Soon, please. Yeah, there's lots of stuff going around. Everyone's saying it's poised, ready for a big push. So I think, yes, please, Joshua, drop it into the Twitter group. Peter Convey, evening all. Moon. There's lots of things going on sort of for the end of this year. So you've got the Triple Witch on the 21st, is it? And then you've got the back launch on the 23rd. And then in October, you've got November is swell. October is, there's another convention of sorts. I will tell you because somebody actually sent me something. V8 Staffy, worth a follow on his one. He was talking about. Oh, and the R3 option to buy 5 billion XRP from Ripple actually expires at the end of this month as well. Cybos. So that you've got that's going live, you've got Cybos, you've got Swell. So you've got quite a few things going on, which generally doesn't do much for the price. But with all of the stuff that's going through at the moment and all of the, you have to join the dots. It's really interesting to see because you can see all these chess pieces being maneuvered into place, and it's like they're masters of their game. And the good thing is we've got people like SPQR, Love Crypto, Investment Perspectives, Brad Kimes, and Sam I Am. And basically what they do is they tell you all these different things that are going on. And every now and then they have that light bulb moment and they suddenly go, wow, that's the reason why they're doing that. Like with MoneyGram actually putting in all of the rails for all the payments to go through to all these different parts of the world. But in actual fact, somebody joined the dots and went, the banks could actually make their payments through MoneyGram before regulation comes in, which is amazing. So yeah, it's one of those things that you've got to be, it's almost you've got to be totally aware of everything that goes on all at the same time. My brain doesn't work that way, and nor should it. I mean, you just got to have some massive intellect like these YouTubers that connect the dots. And basically what they do is they literally look at it as a whole and go, yeah, so this is the reason why. So when we were watching Brad Garlinghouse on doing his CNN interview, Brad Kimes basically turned and said, well, there you go. He's just said it. The pre-allocation is a thing. I was saying this back in April, I think on my first live stream, which went on for about 2 hours. But basically it doesn't make sense for them not to pre-sell. Because if you're going to talk about banks, these banks have got to have them, but they can't have them before regulation. So what if they pre-purchase them? They don't hold them. All they've got to do is a promissory note to say, right, I will pay you 15p or whatever it is for a couple of billion. and then that's actually allocated from the escrow, which makes sense on why not as much of the escrow when it comes out each month gets sold, physically sold. It goes back in, and I think it goes back in because it's earmarked for something else. For me, it makes logical sense. Maybe not the case. Don't know. I mean, it's pure conjecture. Ahmed says XRP needs a real competitor, then Ripple will start moving. I'm not so sure, Ahmed. I think what we need is for the the payment rails to be tried and tested and in place, and then the banks will start to move the money through MoneyGram, which is why they're saying Q4, because what they're going to do, it makes sense for them to do like a pilot scheme for each of the different payment rails. So they're going to shove a load of money through these different places, or to these different places, all these different countries in the world, to make sure that they can manage all these different payments coming in, large ones, small ones, whatever. Micro payments, don't forget, pretty much for MoneyGram. But if the banks start to use them, obviously it's going to be larger. And we've already been told by Ripple that they actually aren't selling OTC on anything, but what they will do is they will chuck some XRP in when money starts to dry up, because there's only a certain amount of money. And then if the coins start to dry up off the exchanges and the banks can't buy what they need, then they just need to get in touch with Ripple, and Ripple will make sure that there is the liquidity there. But what will happen is that will move the price. I honestly believe that's going to move the price. So when we've got all these different payment rails coming in and being tested, and the amount that's going through the exchanges actually starts to rise, obviously the price is going to go. Because if a bank wants to move a couple of million pounds over to dollars, then basically they're going to have to go through MoneyGram until regulations come in. They have to go through MoneyGram. MoneyGram's going to have to buy up all the liquidity, so they're going to have their preferred exchanges, of which, I think it's Bittrex, Coinbase. No, Bittrex, Bittro. Anyway, I don't know. A few of them, and then that will start to move the price. It moves the price in one exchange, and it will start to move the price in all the exchanges. And so what's his face that we were talking about the other day? Basically, what he was saying was that all we need is for a big buy to go in, say 13 million on Bittro, will actually buy up all the sell orders all the way through up to whatever price that the last sell order is. So if the last sell order is sitting there at $50, right, it will buy all the XRP up to $50. The price then becomes $50. So it's just one of those things that is interesting to see, and everybody's making price predictions based on what we think is going to happen. But Ronald, yeah, you're right. Regulations need to be in place at least somewhat before the regulated NYSE backed can go live. No way the government will rely on strictly coin market cap for the price. SBI is working with the New York Stock Exchange. Yes, yeah, it is. Brad and Mickey B clip a real interesting watch, drilling down on Shane Ellis theory. That's the one I was thinking of. Can't remember his name. 6 a.m. in the morning, Chicky. Wow. How is Australia, Ali G? NDAs have nothing to do with comment about its coming. No. What is coming, though? That's not being specific. It's just spreading hype. We all know that there is a huge utility case for XRP. So it's not pushing the boundaries out that XRP is going to be used pretty much by everyone. You've got Visa and MasterCard and MoneyGram, Western Union. I think they're going to go down if they don't upgrade the technology. And you've got HSBC on board, Bank of England, Santander, Bank of America. You've got all these different places, financial institutions, Fidelity. You know, they're all coming into the crypto sphere, and basically that utility, and then usage, and then investors, and then, you know, I can't wait for the time when I can put I want to be able to put my my pension into crypto, because I think that would be an amazing thing to do. And I think that there's going to be an awful lot of people who are traders that are going to make an awful lot of money putting together funds, which will be a group of cryptocurrencies in a fund hedged against each other. And then basically there will be institutional investors coming in and investing in cryptocurrencies, not necessarily XRP, but cryptocurrencies as a whole. So it will bring crypto into the mainstream as an asset class of its own. And I can't wait for that to happen, because I'm going to work for an independent financial advisor, and I'm ahead of the game. You know, he doesn't know anything about crypto, but he's open to it, which is quite nice. So yeah, nobody can specifically say anything about what's coming, because we know what the end result's going to be, because they are you can see it by what they're putting in place, but we don't know the whole story. We don't know the full picture. And of course, you know, the MoneyGram thing came out of nowhere, and that was an adaptation on the banks not getting the regulation when they should have done, or it was planned all the way through. Who knows? Who knows what goes through their brains? You know, they seem to be a dozen steps ahead of everyone at the moment. So how many coins do the exchanges hold? If you go on to XRP charts, they actually have like a graph there where you've got the amount of XRP that goes through the charts in the last 24 hours. So obviously places like Binance 17.6, but ZB 27% of the total market, XRP market, went through ZB. I've never heard of them personally, but you got Huobi, OKEX, HitBTC, Bitrue. Bitrue's always round the bit that is covered over. On my phone, it covers it over, so I can't see. I can't physically see what the percentage is, but it was about 6%. So, which is good. Bittrex, Bitrue, Coinbase, Bitso, SBI backed, and MoneyGram, all liquidity exchange providers, I believe. What an awesome list there, Ronald. Really, really good list. Rowie, Boo Boo, you have some sample on the Bitrue ramp on, ramp off. I have a spreadsheet that I have put together, and I know that it's coming, but I don't know the details on the on ramp, off ramp, so I can't update the spreadsheet with what the charges are going to be, which will be really handy to know, so I could update that. So I know that you've got to launch it first, but he did say the end of the month, so it's only 2 weeks to wait on that side of it. Gold and silver are stock market safe havens. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And Ali G in Australia says, it's beautiful here, Boo, coming out of winter into spring. We're just going into autumn. In fact, 21st of September is the first day of autumn, end of summer. And yeah, I don't like that. I love my sun. Western Union, I believe, is going to use XRP as well, though, through R3, but they don't want it to. They don't want to look like idiots, but they want to keep it quiet, so they can, instead of have their customers save a ton of money, they profit. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all, Ronald. Western Union turned out to be very short-sighted in the short to medium term. Diving into XRP, you have a soothing voice to listen to. I subscribed as soon as I heard you. Yeah, I'm still getting over a cold. There was a few days that I couldn't actually do anything because my I lost my voice completely. In fact, when I was in Manchester, my voice was going in and out. So when I turned up on the Thursday to the hotel, I'd been driving for like, I don't know, 6.5, 7 hours, whatever it was. And I hadn't spoken to one person. So I turned up and I tried to talk to them, and all that came out was a squeak. So yeah. Ronald, I'd like to know, how do I use Bitrue as an off-ramp? You have to wait for them to launch, but they are going to have on and off direct without going through credit cards. So you're going to be able to transfer money from your bank account to Bitrue and vice versa. Now, he said that's coming at the end of this month. No, not the end of this month, by the end of this year. So by the end of this month, we have Personal Power Piggy, crypto loans, and then BTR buyback is going to be mid-October. And then the dust feature is coming by the end of October. Crypto loans, which is the most exciting thing for me, is going to be this month. So yeah, but I mean, it's basically, he can't put a date on it because he's still putting stuff in place. Obviously, he has to be able to get the right licenses to do it. At the moment, you can buy through credit cards on dollars or euros, but not pounds. So Bitrue will be updated to be an off ramp. Yes, it will. And I'll be. What I'll try and do is sometime this week, when the sun's not out, I will go into that spreadsheet and start to expand it to include lots of other bits and pieces. And on the spreadsheet that I shared before, I put the wrong information. There is no off ramp for Bitrue. I did put the caveat when I sent it out that there's probably mistakes. I found one and I resent it out and said this is there is a mistake on this one. But yeah, the Davey92 signed in on Chrome on my PC so you can get paid by Coil. Thank you. Cheers, honey. I remember your voice with the laughing. I think it was the Friday. Yeah, Friday when you come to see us at the hotel. That was a good day. Spent a whole day pretty much with poor old Iris. She had me for the whole day. Adam came in later and Puris joined us for a while. Ronald, awesome news, love it. Yeah, I mean, Personal Power Piggy. So will we need to remove what we have now in the Power Piggy? No. You will have the ability of having up to $100,000 worth of coins in the Power Piggy. So instead of waiting for an opening, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 o'clock in the morning in the UK. So you have to wait at 3 o'clock and then try and get your coins in quick. And XRP's gone in seconds. But you'll be able to have a personal limit of $100,000 worth. So, which is amazing. And you can then you don't have to worry if you want to take it out, do a bit of trading, and then you can put it back in again afterwards. How crypto loans work. Now, I don't know for Bitrue, because obviously it's not launched yet, but with Nexo, which is one of the ones that I looked at, basically what you do is you park your coins with them. So it's almost like you are depositing an asset with them that you can borrow back against. So it's like having putting your house up as collateral for a mortgage. So what you're going to do is put your coins into Nexo, and then I think it's 40 or maybe 60. No, I think it's 40% on XRP, 60% on Bitcoin. Don't quote me on the figures, but basically call it 40. So basically, if I put in £10,000 worth of XRP into Nexo, then I could borrow back £4,000 against it. And the whole point is that you keep hold of your coins and you pay them an interest. So your interest per year could be, I don't know, 12, 15%, whatever it is. But the point is you're not actually selling your coins. So when the coin value goes up, you can borrow more against it, or you can pay off the loan and take your coins out if you wanted to. And one thing that I've said to people is Just it's a good way of doing it because you're not cashing out. If you're not cashing out, you're taking money against the coins, and that's not capital gains. So you can't. That's not something that, because you've got a debt against it. You're not crystallizing your assets, is what it's called. So basically, what will happen is there will be a cusp. So to start with, in the UK, if we're paying 12%, say I can borrow 40% of the value, and I pay 12% per annum interest, which is fine. I could put that money in myself every single month and not touch the coins. If you don't pay it, I think they reserve the right to sell down the equivalent amount of coins. But by not selling them, I'm saving myself 20%. But if you do that for more than a year, then that 12% you're paying is an annual thing. So in actual fact, if you're doing it for a couple of years, then you're actually going to be paying 24% over the course of 2 years rather than 20% on the cash out. The beauty of it is that the expectation is that XRP is going to go up by quite a bit. So taking a loan out against it when it hits, I don't know, $5 or $10 or whatever your exit plan is, then basically what you can do is you keep hold of your coins, so you're not selling down, you're borrowing, so you put more coins in to get the same amount of money as if you'd sold it, because you're only getting 40% of the value. But then what happens is, as the value of the XRP goes up, the amount you can borrow against then goes up with it. And I think that's an option as an exit plan, definitely. Justin, you can take a loan on the crypto and there's no CGT to pay. If rate is cheaper, it's good for tax purposes. Yes, it is. If you take the loan and not pay it back, then they've got your coins. So in actual fact, that's like them repossessing your house when you've got a 50% mortgage or 40% mortgage on it. You lose. Thanks, David Webb. 40% it is. So Bitrue is opening crypto loans. Yes, they are. They're becoming my absolute most favorite exchange. Leaps and bounds. I love it. Ronald, that is the whole point of Bitrue. Bitrue want to be the go-to exchange for everybody XRP. They do deal with other coins, obviously. You've got ADA, Bitcoin, I think Litecoin, whoever's on the Power Piggies, right? So they're supporting all those communities, but they're a bit forward thinking in the way that they look at it, because they jumped on the most opening XRP pairs. And that what he's trying to do, his vision isn't just to be an exchange. The exchange is just the first step, the entry level. So he's coming in as an exchange, but what he wants to do is actually be the bridge between cryptocurrencies and fiat. So what he's doing with the Power Piggy, he's giving you interest back on what you're saving. Think about it that way. If you put money into a bank account, you're going to get interest on your savings. It's not a lot at the moment, but if interest rates were higher, then the interest you get on your savings would be more. So basically what they're doing is they're enabling you to make money on your investment at the same time that you're waiting for the price to go up. So there is an actual real good case for that to be. A lot of people looked at it and went, really? You know, why are they doing that? It's a scam, it's an exit plan and everything like that. And like you said, why would I spend so much money putting in all these little things that he does for you, us, and not have a long-term goal? If it was an exit scam, then basically he would do the minimum possible and just walk away with your money. So Rowie says it's valid until the coin crashed down and then the loan liquidated. If the coins go down and what you have borrowed is more than the 40%, so say you borrow when XRP is £5 and then the value of XRP goes down to 4, then you would be asked to repay the difference to bring it back into the 40% realm. So you would need to put some money back into it or sell some coins and use it to pay off. David Webb, all mine are on there, but it does worry me not being in cold storage. I'm waiting for the price to go up so I can pay off the loan as soon as possible. Yeah, absolutely. My plan is to use it for liquidity for my small bags. I mean, why not? Because my exit plan, basically, my exit plan is to sell 3,000 coins at sort of probably at 5, the way things are going at the moment. But I'm hoping it's going to go hopefully straight till 10. But $5, $10, $50, $100, $500. So 3,000 at 10 gives me 30,000. Call it pounds, 30,000 pounds, and 1,500 at 50, 1,500 at 100. You know, it's going to give me lump sums of money, not kill my bags, but what it will do is enable me to ride out the rest of the ride, what I'm expecting it to go up to, and make my life simple in the meantime. So it will give me financial ease. But I don't want to sell loads when it's low, because I honestly think it's going to go quite high. So I don't want to sort of run out of coins before I actually get to that stage. Ronald, the interest you would normally get on your crypto goes to pay back the loan, or you can pay it off sooner using your bank account through Nexo. Yeah, absolutely. I only downloaded Nexo probably the end of last week, so I'm still working it out. But I put some money on there, saw what it could do, and then I took the money out and put it back into Power Piggy. Aiden Trading, welcome, honey. Aiden Trading is amazing, right? So we've got 2 YouTubers in at the moment, Aiden Trading and Digital Nomad Investor. Both of them different YouTubers. DNI is really good for talking about how the impact of like politics and monetary systems and everything works around the world. Very, very knowledgeable man. And Aiden Trading is our youngest YouTuber, who is amazing. He actually made the little dolls of Bearable Guy 123. I didn't get one because I was unemployed. I couldn't afford it. And if and when you ever start making it, I really want one. Please, Aiden. But basically, yeah. So, and he's 14, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But he's got an amazing channel, very knowledgeable, does a bit of trading, does a lot of streaming. So he goes and finds the interviews and things like that need to be streamed so people can see it. But yeah, really, really, you can see the man he's going to be, right? Very canny, very switched on, and still so young. But one thing I'll say to you, Aiden, remember to be a child. Remember to be a kid. You will regret it. If you step into the adult world this young, you will lose so much. So make sure that you remember that your peers, you know, I'm 50 years old and I'm looking at you going amazing, right? So we all look to you and we think you're fantastic, but remember to still be a kid, right? Remember that you still got to go through all the different things that you need to go through in order to get to being an adult. And don't try and step into being an adult too soon, because you will regret it. These are the best days of your life. And do you know what? Hats off to you with what you do. And you've got such a good business head on your shoulders. But just be aware that you need to act your age, because the rest of us, when we act your age, we thoroughly enjoy it. It makes us look stupid. You can do it and get away with it. And that's the only thing that I would say to you on that side of it. My little mummy moment. David 92, when XRP goes number 1, the other exchanges will be laughed at. Of course they will. The other communities won't be laughing, though, will they? Money in Power Piggy is in cold storage. Yes, 100% of anything that gets put into Power Piggy is taken straight off at the end of the day and put onto a cold storage wallet. Ronald, not laughed out, they'll be bought out, or they will close up shop. Yeah, I can see there's going to be a consolidation of exchanges, definitely. There's not going to be many exchanges left. When the bull run hits, there's going to be an awful lot that will prove that they're not able for the liquidity or even the amount of traffic that's going to go through them. They've got to be able to deal with the traffic. It would be nice if Bitrue did cold storage for all our assets. Bill, yes, it would. But then they take on the liability. How do they get paid? So I can understand why they don't. David Webb, mine's in Nexo. Yeah. I'm thinking of more of Gemini. Yes, the brothers, Davey 92. I know, right? David Webb, they take payments out of your XRP unless you pay more in. Yep. Yep, absolutely. And that's why it's a good thing to pay it in fiat and pay it off. And that way you keep hold of your coins. So Ronald says, not an exit scam. They are doing too much to be an exit scam. That's exactly what I meant. They know what's coming and are preparing for it, not just themselves, but for us as well. And Rowie says, and on the other side, we can loan and buy more coins, like margin trade. Yes, yes, we can. Bitrue will need XRPs to facilitate liquidity, and if everyone has it in the piggy power, they'll be able to use it for global settlement, and we can borrow on it. It's very smart of them. Yeah, they want to take on the banks. If you could sit down with Kuris and listen to him, he really wants to take on the banks. Oliver says, the bad news is we still have to work for the foreseeable future. I know, right? Bugger. I start a new job on the 1st of October, so I can then start buying more. I want to buy. At the moment, I'm having to sell. So I've sold far too much in order to live, right? But the idea is that when I start working, I can start to buy back some of what I've had to spend. And it has been painful to spend it. I've sold other stuff first, obviously, but there has been some XRP that has had to be cashed in, you know, mortgages, loans, all that sort of stuff. Living, wine, actually no, gin. Casual crypto guy, how you doing? Was looking at a load of crabs in Torquay today. Reminded me of XRP always going sideways. Yes, yeah, I know. But not for long, not for long. At the moment, they've got to show themselves as a stable coin. Bear in mind that who they're aiming themselves at, right? So banks need to feel comfortable that we are not going to have the volatility that you can have in some of the other coins. Darcy, what is the story cashing out into a different country since our accounts are tied now to our home countries and banks there? Well, when you cash out, then you need to be cashing out to your account that when you move country, that your address and your bank account is at the residence and the passport that you're at. Because somebody, I think it was Simon, saying in Love for Crypto, I need to look into this because I didn't know this, but he's saying that if you accumulate wealth in the UK and then move to Portugal, I still have to pay tax in the UK because I accumulated it in the UK. So I need to look into that side of it because rich people don't do that. So I need to find out how rich people do it. David Webb, he wants a bear too. Aidan, go on. Make a small batch for a few select people and let me be one of the select people. Brandify, oh God, it's jumped again. Brandify03, exit plan. Pay out what I've invested at $5 hold all the rest until $20 to $50, then retire and be thankful for this amazing once-in-a-lifetime opportunity we got. Absolutely. The biggest transfer of wealth in lifetimes. Ronald says, she's right, Aidan, stay young as long as possible. Have as much fun as you can now. Trust me, right? You're going to be knocking some of us oldies, right, are going to be acting like some of you youngies as soon as the moon comes in, because it's gonna secure our futures and our futures for our families, right? So I haven't got children, but my sister's got kids, so I'm going to be helping my sister, her children, my brother's kids. My mum's going to help my sister and my brother, and from my friends. I mean, it's endless what we can do, and it's such a freeing thought. And I'm already spending. I've got a list of people that I want to help, and I've got a list of things that I want to do, and I've got so many places I want to see and people I want to meet. You know, it's one of those things that this opportunity didn't come to my parents, didn't come to their parents or their parents before. You know, this is a one-off, and we are privileged to be here at this time and watching it from the sidelines as it unravels and unfolds. And yeah, it's frustrating. And yeah, we won't know where it's going to go. We just want it to get there. But oh my God, enjoy the ride, right? They're going to be making films about this at a later date. They're going to there's going to be books written about people's journeys at this time. If you to check out Coil or any of the blogs, you know, people they're sharing their stories already. It's going to be, you know, another generation after this is done. The next generation down is going to be looking at and going, what do we miss? You know, it's going to be amazing. It is going to be such a dramatic life change for a lot of people. And yeah, Davey, I wonder if CoinMarketCap will list Bitcoin as an altcoin. Definitely a possibility. Hey, XRP chance of a lifetime. Good time to come in. Officially in motion. What's up, my boo? How you doing, honey? Joshua says, own your own keys. Absolutely. If you don't feel comfortable in Power Piggy, don't do it. I use Power Piggy as a way to maximize the efficiency of my investment. I don't emotionally invest. I don't wake up in the middle of the night anymore and check the price. So I've managed to take a step back. So I'm looking at it, and I've got some on Nano and some in Power Piggy. So I've covered both options. I used to literally wake up, turn my laptop on, plug my Nano in, and make sure that they were still there. So, you know, I've split the difference because I'm always worried that someone's going to nick my stuff off the Nano, and it has happened. And I'm always worried that someone's going to nick my stuff off of the exchanges. The good thing is that you have a form of security and cover when it's in the Power Piggy, which I don't have on the Nano. If I lose it off the Nano, it's gone forever. If I lose it out of Power Piggy, they will replace it. So in actual fact, I feel a little bit more comfortable with that. But like you say, Joshua, own your own keys. Yeah, absolutely. Do what is good for you and what helps you sleep at night. Tim Booge. KYC will be a huge thing with regulations. I don't think that I haven't KYC'd myself on any of the exchanges. I'm on about, is it 18? I think I've done KYC on every single one of them. Absolutely, 100%. I wouldn't do it without. Justin says the Gemini twins hold lots of BTC. That's why they're so anti-XRP. I know, right? Talk about short-sighted. Joshua says only way to stay safe and restore wallets is to own your keys. Absolutely, Joshua. Yep. Like I said, I've split the difference. I'm covered on both aspects. Exactly. I'm waiting to this day. I'm going to throw a party, I'm sure. Davey, invite me. I will go to any party whatsoever. David Webb says, good luck in your new job. Thanks, hon. I'm really excited. It's a new start. It's a new start company. So I'm in on the first day of a new start company. So, and that's my forte. That's where I'd sink my teeth into things. Bill Gould, what other digital assets are you interested in beside XRP? I'm interested in loads. I've sold most of them for XRP. I'm trying to go back and get some more CSC, Casino Coin. I think that's a long-term hold, though. I don't think that's something that's going to happen this bull run. Vet, I've managed to keep hold of mine. Hollow, I've let go. Tron, I got rid of. ADA, I did sell, and I do want to buy back in on. I don't have any Bitcoin. I missed the boat on that at 2,000, and it sort of sticks in my teeth now that they're like, is it £8,000? There's a few different ones. You know, it's Litecoin. Get my bit screener up so that I can see. I've got a Litecoin. I've got Electroneum, would you believe? Because I think that's a long-term thing. PundyX, some people gave me some PundyX when I had mine stolen. So I've got a little bit of PundyX, not a lot. I've got BitTrue Coin, obviously. Kin, the only thing I've got millions of, which is worth bugger all at the moment. But I do think that they are going to win their case, and I do think it's going to be worth something in the future. So, you know, and for the sake of a couple of £100 by a few million, I think it's worth a punt on that side of it. Chainlink, I've got a few. Chainlink, that's down by 36% to when I bought in those. Everything I buy goes down. EOS, I've got 9 EOS. That's the only one that's gone up. It's up 46% at the moment to when I bought it in. In fact, it's up 46% to when I got it. EOS is what I earned through Coinbase. That's a way of getting extra coins. Go into Coinbase and do their learning bits. Function X. Luckily, the guys that scammed me out my PundyX didn't get hold of my Function X. So I've still got some Function X's there, which is worth about £6.78. Did you buy it? Thank you, Owl. Electroneum. And I haven't bought any Nexo, but I will, because if I decide to use them, I'll put them up against BitTrue. But if I am going to use Nexo, then obviously I'm going to buy Nexo, because that reduces your interest down to about 8%, I think, if you're paying Nexo. So it's definitely worth it. I want to get some OneChain. Not quite so sure why, because that's down 10% to last week. But I thought that maybe that would be something worth having a little punt with if I ever get any spare cash. So yeah, so that's basically what I've got. So I'm still like 80, probably about 85% in XRP though. Jumped again. I hate this. Ronald says, I'd love to sit down with them. They have so many questions. They probably want me to leave because they probably won't be able to answer most of them. Ronald, honestly, send them and in fact, go to one of the ambassadors and send them a Twitter and ask them if they'll ask the questions for you. You know, it might be a good idea, Rowie, for BitTrue to have a frequently asked questions part of the site, if they haven't already. I'm not sure if they have, because I always just ask them direct. Davey, packed your suitcase yesterday. Turns out I had all my clothes from last year. Guess I don't need to go clothes shopping. Sorry if it's off the topic. He's going on holiday. Thanks. Joshua says, a non-wallet for payments. No need to cash out. Just need an anonymous way to spend. Rich people set up shell companies in offshore bank accounts and place those assets in their ownership. Good idea. I know somebody that's already done that. Tim says, I have only XRP and BTR. Tim from Telegram group. Is that you? Hi. Ian Gracias. I'm an old git already. Yeah, me too. David Webb says, I've got 3 girls, so hopefully set them up. Absolutely. Absolutely. Family first, all day, every day. Davey's already fixed 2 laptops this weekend. It was nice to help them out. I wish they understood crypto. I did try. And XRP chance of a lifetime, what figure will you be cashing out? I'm not so sure I'm going to be cashing out. I've actually got a small bag, and I mean small bag, that's just earmarked for 10,000. So if it goes to 10,000, then I will cash in that very, very, very small bag. But that's earmarked. That's a punt again. I'm hoping, if we go up past $100, £100, call it, and we hit the £500 mark, like I'm expecting sometime towards the end of 2021, or even beginning of 2022, then that small bag becomes a moot point. So it's just then therefore for a bit of fun. Joshua, I'm thinking of going to India and Philippines to help. I know you travel too. Let me know if you want to go. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. As long as we stop somewhere where there's a beach. As well as, so maybe 2 weeks helping and then 1 week on the beach, and 2 weeks helping and then 1 week on the beach. That would work. Hey, sweetie, just thought I would catch up on your lovely accent and see what's going on in the space. Not a lot going on at the moment. So, it's just one thing after another, huh? Same old. Fantastic partnerships, great news coming out, lots of coverage, seeing XRP everywhere, seeing the buzzwords everywhere. Level playing field. How many times have I heard that since we started to interoperability? Level playing field. It's all there. Liquidity, Scotty. But it's loads going on. What am I talking about? Tony Favell, XRP to the moon, the movie starring Boo Boo. Yeah, not a chance. Oliver, the trick will be to play down your wealth, so I will have to move from Essex. Oliver, I'm doing a meet next Saturday in oh, for God's sake. I'll think of it in a minute. Anyway, I'm doing a meet next Saturday. Northampton. Is it Northampton? Yeah, Northampton. So if you're interested, you've got me on Twitter, haven't you? I'll send you the link. I'm going to be sharing it again anyway. Matt Writer, hello, honey. How you doing? Bill Gould, so far I've made about 500 XRP from Power Piggy. Good. Nice gains. XRP chance of a lifetime. I didn't lose it from my nano. My friend did. I know 2 people. There was my friend that got me into XRP. He lost it from his nano. And then somebody at the Manchester meet, the guy that introduced me to it had actually put his keys on an email, and somebody had hacked his email and got his keys. And then the guy in Manchester never, ever put his keys on anything, ever, and hid it so nobody could actually get it. And when he plugged his nano in, all of his coins were gone, and he can't work out how somebody did it. So I think personally it was that somebody had pretended to sell him a brand new one and had the keys. So yeah, it's possible. Stuart XRP, how you doing, hun? Oh, it's gone to the bottom again. David Webb, I think there's a time lag delay, but when XRP moons, I'm having a party in Norfolk. Send an invite. You are on. I think that would be really good. Tim Boy. Tim B. Tim Boy. Okay. It's nice how you call my name. Tim Boy. BTR Vet and SHA. What's SHA? Rowie? Joshua, some of that FX should be mine. I want us to save it till buy us a nice dinner, then I'll fly to Europe. Keep it safe. Of course. And I've got your 20,000 as well. So I kept that separate. And yes, some of that FX is yours. Definitely. You'll buy us a nice dinner, fly to Europe. Yeah, come stay. I've got spare room. Definitely. Tim's going to put the question in the team. Thank you. Bill Gould has got XRP, VET, ADA, PandyX, TRX, BTT, HOT, BTR. I'm getting ready to buy some CSC in a week or so. Good spread. Good spread. I've got some BTT from the freebies and some Thor. I've also got some of that Beats coin from Al. Thank you. Clofire, smash them likes. 40 people in here, bloody hell. Hey Clofire, how you doing? Liam, hello from Wigan. Liam, was you at the Manchester meet? Where he says can't share links here. Can't share links. Don't worry, Han. Send it to me on Telegram or Twitter. And I will, in fact, send it to me on Twitter and I'll put it up myself. Okay, Justin says £500, that becomes a lot more than enough for me at 50. You're 50 as well, are you? Good age to be. I'm partying all year. My 50th year. I was heartbroken when I hit 40. I'm refusing to do that at 50. Clofile says, I think the XRP family is the best round. Yes, we are. Darcy B, I'm 5 months in a queue on Coinbase. Oh, because I got mine within about 4 weeks, I think. Rowie says there is a Bitrue frequently asked questions. Perfect. So check there first, Ronald. Definitely. I'll check that first. XRP chance for lifetime. I would love to have 100,000 XRP before the end of 2020. Wouldn't we all? Wouldn't we all? Got no chance of getting that. I think it will have gone up before that. In motion, put it on the WhatsApp. Northampton. Ronald, you've already checked the frequency asked. Yeah, no, frequently asked questions. You spelt it wrong. You put it down as fag. That's why it got hidden. Favourite bingo team? Norfolk and Chance. Do not read out loud. Too late. Ronald says the guy bought a compromised nano, probably one of those ones with a scratch of 24 words. Yeah. Trick to do is when you get your nano, reset it. Liam, is Northampton too far for you? I'm actually thinking of doing one UK meet a month, right? So basically, Northampton's the first, and I think we've got about 12 people coming, 10, 11 confirmed, up to 15 people. Love for crypto, come and chew the fat, you know, book into the hotel for the night. Let's go get rat-assed. SPQR, exactly the same thing, if you can be away from your family again. But it's a way of everybody getting together and having a really good chat. I've got a table. I've booked an area. We're all sitting around the same table, you know, so it's a case of we can all sit and have a proper chinwag. And I'm bringing my laptop, going to stick it on the side, and we are going to go live. And then what I'm going to do is pass the laptop around the table for all those that don't want to stay anonymous, but then you can't really stay anonymous if I'm going live anyway. And then basically pass around the table, and I want everyone to introduce themselves. And for me, if people don't mind, I'm going to just do little sticky name tag thingy jigs so that I can see people's names, because I am crap. Once I got you, but it takes a while, and if there's a lot of people, I don't remember. So yes, so Liam, if you can come to Northampton, it would be lovely. It was £57.50 for the Saturday night at the Holiday Inn, and it was Premier Inn, sorry, and it was the Northampton Harpole. Northampton Harpole. Bill Gould is 47 years old. Good for you. You're a mere baby in comparison to me. David Webb, I got 30,000 free Beats coin from Guild Chat and Telegram last year, hoping to sell them soon for more XRP. Good for you. I could never get on with that Guild Chat thing. And I don't trust Telegram. I stick to the VIP BitTrue group, and then a couple of the groups from Investment Perspective, Love for Crypto, Crypto Mike, and a few different. Ronald has just added you, Rowie. So you are now friends on Twitter. See, this is what we like to see. Communities getting together. Ronald, oh my God, I meant FAQ. I'm so sorry. That's why it didn't show. Ratast sounds good to me. David Webb, you coming? Mystic and Psychic Free Readings. Hello. Good name. Justin, too shy for that. Yeah, it takes 2 seconds just to say hi. My name's Justin. I've been in crypto for 2 years or 1 year. And I live in the UK. That's it. Rowie, my time is over. Need to go to sleep. 12 o'clock here. Boo Boo, thank you again for a great stream. Really loved it. I've been gone over it. See, I didn't look at the time. I've gone over the hour again. So I'm gonna like wind it up in a second anyway. You're not gonna miss much. I'm gonna be signing off. Ronald, no worries. Joshua, glad you hit it. Must have been an autocorrect. I don't know, but I'm glad you hit it. Not here to offend people. There's no such thing as offence on this channel. As long as you're not personal and it's not rude, there is no offence actually taken on anything here. Bit far for me, but it's a fantastic idea, really good idea. Right, so Jimmy, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going around the country. So basically it's I'll keep an eye, make sure that if you're on Twitter, find me XRP Boo Boo, and I will put up once a month. I'm going to do a meet different parts of the country. So I'm thinking we're doing Northampton this time. We're going to bring it down south a bit, maybe Surrey way, maybe Kent, or Sussex. You know, not obviously I'm not going to bring you to Eastbourne, but and then I'm possibly going to look to going up to Scotland for Ness. Hopefully we can get some Scottish people together. I want to start building communities of people that get to meet and greet, so that you can exchange numbers, you can do group chats, you can support each other, because it's really difficult sometimes. You know, I'm quite lucky my family jumped on it and went, I'll see your point, good investment. But you know, other people looked at me and went, yeah, go on then, that that Bitcoin thing, yeah, jog on, and look at you really weird. So it's one of those things that basically if we can be supportive of each other, and build that network, then when we do start to moon, you've got a support around you, almost like an extended family, because that's how I view you all, as part of my extended family. And then basically what it will do is allow you to chew the fat, get together, celebrate together, right? So that you're not celebrating with the people that actually turned around and said, no, fuck off, I don't want to listen to you. You know, you get to be You get to be supportive and be supported, which I think is a really good idea. Good night, Rowie. Oliver, funny, you can get the person next to you on the table to write their name. They think of the person next to them. Rowie sent me the frequently asked questions link on Telegram. Thank you, Annie. David says, my mate wants to get into XRP though, is looking to come to some meetups, hopefully. Yeah, send him along. Send him along. Is that you going, Tim, as well? Good night, sleep well. Hopefully meet soon then. My friends and family are fed up with me speaking about crypto. I keep speaking. Do you know what? I've actually got to the stage now where I have stopped sharing. I've stopped sharing because I can talk my arse off. I even did it at a job. I had a job for 2 months earlier on this year. Took me for a complete crap, they did, but you know, they got the work out of me, so cheap. But basically I was talking to the people in there and trying to explain to them cryptocurrency. Now these are people that work in an independent financial advisors, and they did not get it. And it's so frustrating, and I had to stop. I actually had to stop. They just did not, they weren't interested. And I'm like, there is no way that you could put the money that has the chance of growth that we have in such a good company stroke investment stroke future use of that basically has got the chance of growth, the amount of growth that makes a difference. You know, it's like being in the tech boom back in the 2000s. It's and they didn't get it, they didn't understand it, they couldn't see. And I've done that a few times with a couple of when I was temping, and I don't bother now. I don't bother. There's no point. If they're not open to it, then I'm not interested. I did speak to a couple of people in the previous job when I was temping, and you know, hopefully one of those guys has now bought a load more. But I expand too much energy trying to convince people that, you know, it's an idea to look into it. Jimmy says, hopefully meet soon then. My friends and family are fed up. Oh no, I did that one already, sorry. Liam says, I'd love a meetup, but I'm moving to Chorley. Busy, busy, busy time. Well, congratulations on the move, and I hope it goes rather smoothly for you. David Webb says, my family think I'm mad when I talk about XRP. Yeah, I know. Mine stopped asking, when is it going to go up? It just keeps on going down. I'm like, just trust me. Trust me. It will go up. I promise. It will go up. Jimmy says he's going to convince the company he works for to invest in crypto. Ronald says, I've stopped talking about it back when I found BTC in 2013. Everyone said I was crazy. Now a lot are coming to me asking, how do I get in? And I just give them a referral link and tell them to do your own research. Yeah, I'll talk to anybody. I mean, I've had conversations. I've given my number out to people that were at Manchester that wanted to touch base and ask questions, and I'm happy to do so. And you know, I want to be a almost a point of contact. You know, I want to be able to, at these UK meets, I want to be able to do like a newbie masterclass. And someone thought that meant trading. They said, well, how can you teach trading? I'm like, no, you don't understand. When you first come into this space, the amount of time and effort that is spent doing what everybody else has already done, finding exchanges, working out which exchanges you can and can't put money into to buy coins direct, which coins are where placed, CoinMarketCap. I mean, I didn't find that for a little while, and you know, and working out how it all works. You know, how to view things, how to do research, how to be able to. I mean, I've got a list of 18 exchanges with a link to their fees, right? So I'm not going to be giving out my referral code to these people unless they specifically say that I can. And I want to talk to people about the freebies, you know, signing into Bitro every single day and getting the free 1.01 or 1.1 XRP every day, you know, 2 free XRP a week for putting in $100 worth. It's little things like that, going on to X Wallet and then going in every single day, collect the free BTC, Ethereum and Pundi X. It's minuscule amounts, but I already have Electroneum. I've got Electroneum, I've got 1,000 Electroneums worth about £3.78. Well, but that could be worth $1 each in the next 5 years. I'm happy for it to sit there. No skin off my nose. I got them for free. So, you know, it's little things like that people can do, and these different wallets, and going to Coinbase and doing their training and being able to go into the XRP ledger. I didn't know about that. You know, it's little things like that that make all the difference, and just giving people the ability of what I've struggled to get, so they don't have to struggle to get it. I mean, for me, it's a no-brainer. All I'm going to do is share the knowledge I've already got, and that way I can save some time for some other people. Ronald says, I've gotten them to research XRP and they are buying at this summer. Yeah, not all people are suited to it. It's a very speculative investment. Liam is in Lancashire. Okay, so when I come Birmingham way, which will probably be beginning of next year, and by beginning next year, January and February, I'm not driving up to Birmingham, probably till March. So I'll do a meetup in Birmingham, and then basically I'm going to dot it. I want to get down to Cornwall. There's people in Devon, you know, just different places. And also it's an excuse to get out the house for a weekend, because I'll be working during the week, and you know, I get to meet you all by doing it this way. And yeah, it's a pain in the backside to have to drive to all these different places and spend hours in the car, but it's worth it. So, and I think if we can build a network of people, and then you can build out from there. So my first meet with you lot will then hopefully turn into a regular meet that you can invite other people to, and do the same thing. You know, the masterclass, I'm not going to charge people for it. I just want to be able to share the knowledge that I've got, and make it easier for people to come into the community, hopefully armed so they don't get scammed. So yeah, so that's my plan on that side of it. Oliver says, don't forget nascent iodine, boo-boo. Like to it, Dr. Group Global Healing Center on YouTube, I think. Nascent iodine. Like to it. Okay, I might have to Dr. Group Global Healing. Copied. Take a look. Alida Papa, thanks. Justin says, what do you make of Pi? I'm not so sure. It's a freebie. It's a freebie. So I go in every day. I've got 4 phones. Going every day on all 4 phones. I do X Wallet, Pi, Ethereum, and just basically build up the freebies. And if it turns into something, it turns into something. ETN, I think, is good. I've got loads stuck on Cryptopia. I've swapped mine into somewhere. I've actually put mine somewhere. I think it's where it's come on, where are you, Electroneum? KuCoin. It's on KuCoin. And it's got a work play. It's got a work case. So it's worthwhile. Christopher Cumey, regards from Wimbledon, London. Cheers. Ha! Kingston girl, born and bred. Well, Wimbledon was one of my stomping grounds. Different times of my life, I've spent quite a few evenings in Wimbledon, shall we say. Most favourite of which I ended up being pushed home in a trolley. ETN has potential. Yes, it does, David. XRP New Zealand, when are you coming my way? On my bucket list, mate. On my bucket list. I've been to Australia. I will be going back to Australia. Ali girl, she's got a hotel over there, and the Zoo girls, ladies, are going to be meeting up there, and we're going to do a week together. So yeah, New Zealand is definitely somewhere where I will be going, but that's not. I'm not going to be doing a meetup in New Zealand one weekend. That will be for a holiday for a couple of weeks somewhere on the beach. Hopefully, then I can be somewhere where other people can come to and do a meetup while I'm there. Cryptopia was hacked, so they are stuck. Oh, shit. Christopher's got lots of ETN stuck on Cryptopia too. We will get them back. Alida Papa, did someone lose digital assets from Nano? Explain how. We think that basically he bought a Nano as a brand new thing, but somebody had already written down the keys. So when he put the stuff on the Nano, they just reset the Nano to their own Nano, and took his coins off there. So Oliver, no for you. Look at that was. Nascent iodine. Oh, okay. Yeah, is that like one of those regular things that you buy? I do magnets. I sell them and I wear them. Everything I wear, magnets. Asthma, magnets. Magnets and copper. But yeah, I'll go and have a look. Angie, count me in, boo boo. Yes, we are. How you doing, Anne? Good to see you, hun. Jimmy says, don't leave on exchanges, people. No. If you're not comfortable doing that, then obviously don't. I find it an absolute ball ache to put stuff on the Nano, and as to the ER, so in 20 wallets. I like it simple. I'm waiting for Weetzer to bring out his wallet. He's going to have a wallet where every single coin can go on, and he's going to have a bank account on the back of that where you can go and spend those coins. I think that's a fantastic idea, and he's making it so even his mother would use it. So the fact is, he's making it as simple and as easy to use as he possibly can. Justin, do them magnets work? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Basically, what magnets do is they improve the pH level of the body, improve your circulation. So particularly good if you've got autoimmune deficiencies and things like that. I also wear one on my knickers because I'm going through the change at the moment. So very good for ladies of my age group. Helps to stop the sweats, balance out the hormones and all that sort of stuff. So, I will do a whole video, not a live chat, but I'll do a whole video of how magnets work, because I do talks to anything up to, well, so far I've done, I think the biggest presentation I've done was to 350 people. Yeah, that was a hustings though when I was running for MP. So magnets wise, biggest was about 150 actually. Yeah, maybe 170. But I do talks. You put a microphone in my hand, I will talk about magnets all day, every day. I absolutely love them, swear by them, help my asthma. I die from asthma attacks. So I am chronic asthmatic. It's made a huge difference for me. Massive difference. I used to go through one blue inhaler a week. I was that bad. Now I go through one blue inhaler every 2 to 3 months. So Jimmy says Atomic Wallet is a really good one. Yep, I've got that. Haven't got anything on it, I don't think. Moneybags. Hey, hun, how you doing? Davey's going off to grab a cup of tea soon because he loves his tea, and he does, trust me. Do not forget to bring new catalogue to Northampton. Do you know what, Tony? New catalogue. That's mine. So still in the pack, not opened yet. In my bag now. So I'm actually coming to Northampton on the Friday. I'm going to pick my mate up from Portsmouth and bring him up because he's technophobe completely. So we're going to work on getting all of his coins in on his nano and everything like that, and sort that out, and do a catch up because I haven't seen him in ages. And then basically on Saturday, you lot come in from 12. There's V8 Staffy, he's coming for 12 o'clock as well. He's an interesting guy. Just wrote a really nice blog, called me out in it on Coil. So definitely worth a look on that. I think he's called GG. Yeah, I think he's called GG on Coil. If you can find him, I find it very difficult to find people on Coil. Then he is, he's yeah, good guy, quite knowledgeable and in the industry. Ronald says, anyone use Exodus wallet? I haven't got it. Have I used it? No. Have I noticed they don't show the value of your assets anymore? Really? Jimmy, 4 phones and wears magnets. Sounds dodgy. Yeah, but 2 of those phones are iPhone 6s. So I got 2 iPhone 6s, an iPhone 7, and an iPhone 10. As you do. But yeah. I just do it to try, and I don't have a lot of money. I've been unemployed more than I've been employed for the last 18 months. So my house didn't sell, or hasn't sold yet. So so basically I have been waiting to be able to grow some bags and all that sort of stuff, but I'm not actually able to do that. So the only thing I can do is go for the freebies. So I go for the freebies, try and make it work for me. Jimmy has used ages ago, used Atomic, supports more coins. James Wyland, hello, hun. Anyone getting into Hedera Hashgraph? Exchange tomorrow, I believe. DTCC, working with them. No, I did sign up for their newsletter, I think, but I've got to say I don't really pay a lot of attention to the emails I get through from these exchanges because it's constant, just drip feed one after the other. Greyman says, don't use Exodus wallet, it's been hacked. Oh, for God's sake. Okay. Ronald says, they show how much crypto you have, but not the value of them. If they've been hacked, then I wouldn't keep any coins on them. Right, guys, it's 1 hour, 28 minutes. I think an hour and a half is far too long. So we've got 27 people in, and I've got 31 likes. If anybody hasn't actually clicked that like yet, then please do click it on the way out. And I'm going to love you and leave you. It's nearly 10:30. Getting tired. Got bags under my eyes. That's because I had far too much gin and tonic last night. But morning, evening, and afternoon. You know the score, Carl Lewis. How you doing, honey? Lorenzo. Oh, for God's sake! Well, hour and a half. You've had an hour and a half. Click the like. Click the like. Let's get it up to 34. Yeah, sorry, Han. I mean, I was talking shit anyway. I didn't actually have anything to talk about. So, money bags, love you and leave you. You know I do. But I also have a limited amount of time that my voice will actually, and it's starting to get a bit husky again now. So I've done a lot of talking today because I've had my sister over. So I'm going to rest my voice. Plus the fact, I think an hour and a half is enough time to talk about nothing. I had no agenda at all today. And I thought I was going to be on and off in half an hour, but you lot ask the questions, I answer. And it's lovely to keep up with everybody. So it's just literally like a community meet up. Cockney. I don't pronounce my words properly. But when I put my voice on for the telephone, then I have to speak properly. But I don't like doing that. So I'm going to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night to everybody, wherever you are in the world. And I will speak to you all during the week again, probably. I think 8:30 is actually a really good time to go live. I'm still trying to work out the if I could share my desktop, then I could do a lot more on the content side of things. So, Tony, I will see you on Saturday. And yes, we are all going to get squiffy, most definitely. Hypercam. No. And I will say goodnight to you, Bettina, too. Thank you so much. You really do support the community. Right. See you later. 36 likes. Thank you very much. There is such a thing. Hypercam. Is there? All right. I'll catch you later. Good night, people. Take care. Bye.